I'm excited for this video. We're gonna be talking about cruciferous veggies and why Nate and I eat a large amount of them. So if you're interested in learning why we love our cruciferous, stay tuned. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me today. If you are new, click subscribe, and if you like videos like this, click the like button and click the bell too if you want to get notifications sent directly to you whenever we post new videos. And don't forget that we have 40% off all of our raw vegan recipe ebooks and informational ebooks as well. The code is rawfood40 and you can find the link in the description box below. And this includes my brand new hand salads ebook teaching you how to make some delicious raw vegan wraps, along with the burger book and the taco book and the meal plans. There's so many good things in there. Go check it out. The link is in the description box below. So today, as mentioned, we are going to be talking about cruciferous veggies and why Nate and I eat an abundance of them. There have been people out there who say that cruciferous veggies are not human food. We disagree with this statement. We think that they are incredibly beneficial for human beings, and I think this is just my 2 cents again. I think that the reason why people feel that they aren't is likely because their gut is not tuned to consume higher amounts of cruciferous veggies because they are quite fibrous. And if you're not used to eating that much of that fiber, then your gut is like, whoa, we need to catch up. And in order for them to catch up, you have to eat the food, right? It's like if you want to grow your microbiome, you have to constantly feed it. If you only feed it once or twice, it's not going to really grow as much as you want it to. You have to feed it smaller amounts more often so that it grows in order for you to be able to eat more cruciferous. So if you want to include cruciferous into your diet, start with small amounts, like 1 Brussels sprout in your salad. Start with that. Or 1 little floret of broccoli. Start with that. Start with a 1/4 cup of cabbage, or maybe 1 leaf of kale in your salad. Start slow so that it builds your gut in order for you to be able to enjoy more, because cruciferous vegetables are actually incredible for us. They are some of the most nutrient dense foods studied. So they're really, really important for us to receive a lot of nutrition, a lot of minerals, and some very special compounds in them, like the eventual sulforaphane that is created from the mix of the glucosinolates with the myrosinase enzyme, for example. The sulforaphane is super beneficial to us. They're anti-inflammatory. They, again, feed your gut microbiome. They are so loaded with antioxidants that I think that they are definitely an essential part of a really healthy, long-term, high-fiber raw vegan diet. So what are cruciferous veggies exactly? They're from the brassica family. So you've got things like kohlrabi, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, arugula, mustard, bok choy, radish, and turnip. There's other ones too, but those are kind of the main ones. And then you have the microgreen versions and the sprout versions of those. You can sprout and microgreen grow broccoli and cabbages and all of those. You can make them all, and they're really beneficial for us. In fact, broccoli sprouts are said to have the highest amount of sulforaphane, which is studied to have anti-cancer properties. So broccoli sprouts are actually some of the best foods that we can eat, and they're amazing for us. So that's the brassica family of vegetables, which are considered cruciferous. They are very high in prebiotic fibers, which help to grow the gut and also trap toxins and pull them out of the body. So cruciferous vegetables are really special because they provide a really unique nutrient profile to our bodies, specifically our liver, which needs things to properly detox. Things like glutathione, which are made from the nutrition that we get from cruciferous, can help with phase 2 detox. And this doesn't just happen in the liver, but in the cells as well. So phase 2 detox needs nutrition. If we want to detox properly and efficiently, then we need to eat enough nutrition to be able to do so. And the glutathione is essential in the detox pathways. So having the cruciferous can be really helpful for that. So that said, if you want to have efficient detox, eat cruciferous veggies. They're really going to be helpful for your liver. And not only for that, but like I mentioned, they trap toxins and they pull them out of the body from the fiber. Fiber is so essential for so many things. I think it's actually one of the most neglected nutrients that we consume. We should be really concerned with getting enough fiber and fiber variety. So having more cruciferous vegetable fibers in your diet is really helpful. But again, go slow. Start with smaller amounts and then work your way up so that your gut can grow according to the amount that you're eating. Cruciferous veggies are anti-inflammatory. They've got lots of protein and antioxidants and vitamin K and vitamin C. They are so great for us in so many different ways. And again, the glucosinolates, which interact with the myrosinase to create the sulforaphane, is one of the most important parts of the reason why we consume cruciferous vegetables. And just as a side note, if you are consuming cruciferous and you're cooking them, it's highly recommended that you chop them up. The smaller you chop them, the more myrosinase is activated. So you want to chop them all like nice and small and then let it sit for about 45 minutes for the myrosinase to interact with the glucosinolates to make sulforaphane. So glucosinolates aren't really affected by heat, but the myrosinase enzyme is. And if you just chop it all and put it into the boiling water, the myrosinase doesn't have time to interact and make the sulforaphane. So if you really want the best out of the broccoli or any cruciferous veggie, is to chop it first in fine amounts and then let it sit for 45 minutes if you're gonna cook it. If you're eating it raw, you don't have to do that. Just chew it up because the chewing is gonna start that process and then it's going to create the sulforaphane on its way down. So another great way to create a lot of sulforaphane is to blend the broccoli or cabbage or whatever cruciferous in a blender if you're going to be making like a raw soup or you're adding it to a wrap or what have you. Again, the more finely it's chopped or chewed, the more myrosinase is released and the more sulforaphane that you can potentially create from it. So that's just a side note on the cruciferous there. But I think that it's totally human food. I've heard so many times that it's not human food, but we don't prescribe to that. We think that it's so beneficial and we think that it's a great addition to our diet. We have lots of different kinds of cruciferous. Again, broccoli in the sprouts and the microgreens as well. We eat in different phases of life because different phases of life have different fibers for growing different bacteria, right? Like the sprouts are gonna have a different nutrition profile. The microgreens are gonna have a different nutrition profile. The mature broccoli is gonna have a different nutrition profile. And also having things like cabbage and arugula and mustard greens and all the other greens, it's not about having massive amounts of broccoli or massive amounts of mustard greens. It's about having a little bit of broccoli and a little bit of Brussels sprouts and a little bit of mustard greens and maybe a little bit of radish inside your massive salad. So you're getting more variety. You're not necessarily getting those big, massive amounts. Like you're not eating a bowl of broccoli. Because the thing is, when you're eating a huge amount of one thing, you're missing out on all the stuff that other things can give to you as well. That's a philosophy that Nate and I hold dear, is that it's better to have more variety to get the best of everything instead of just focusing on one thing in a big, huge, giant amount. So yes, there obviously is nutrition in that if you had a big amount of that one thing, but like I said, you're missing out on all the other stuff that you could be adding as well, and the fiber variety, which is going to help grow your microbiome. So to recap, if you want to support healthy detox, every day we detox 24/7, and if you want to support that process, add some cruciferous veggies to your diet. Start slow so that you can build up to more, and experiment with different varieties. Add a couple leaves of mustard to your salad. Have a handful of arugula added to your salad. Or chop up a little bit of cabbage into your hand salad wrap. Whatever it is, just start slow and add a little bit more so that you still get the benefit of having the cruciferous into your diet and enjoying all of the benefits that they give to our bodies. So thank you so much for joining me for this video. If you are looking for the hand salads ebook, the raw vegan wraps, it's now available in my store, and all of my ebooks are 40% off with code RAWFOOD40. You can find the link right here on the screen or in the description box below. So head over there and check out all the cool resources that we have for you to add more raw food to your diet. You do not need to be a raw vegan in order to enjoy adding more raw food to your diet, because we all know how beneficial they are for us. So hope that you enjoy some of those resources that we have for you. And if you liked this video, click like, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click that little bell to get notifications every time I post a new video. And until the next one, I love you all, and fruit on.
Oh.